Welcome to the investment markets overview for the week ending the 18th of February 2022. Socionomics, a study of the collective social mood via the lens of the stock market, observes that stocks are a leading indicator whereas economic data lags the market. Take for example the second reading of the Q421 GDP numbers released this week for the Euro Zone. At 0.3% versus the 2.2% reported for the third quarter, the dire performance was extensively blamed on the Omicron coronavirus variant, even though Omicron wasn't identified until the year-end. A glance at the left-hand chart shows that Euro Zone GDP is dancing to the tune of the Euro Stoxx Index, with a lag. Whilst a comparison between GDP and the recklessly inflated ECB balance sheet, right-hand chart, confirms that the initial spike in the debt drug jolted economic growth, but it has quickly turned into a drag anchor against economic growth. The overview includes the performance statistics for the main stock indices, which were lower across the board, whilst sovereign bond yields and the commodities covered were mixed. As were the cryptocurrencies, bookended by XRP's 3% gain and Litecoin's 9% fall. Meanwhile, for the regions, the jump in US material costs helps to explain the fall in housing starts. With the European Union and the UK now 80% dependent on imported gas supplies versus 65% just a decade earlier. Whilst out east, CPI in Japan remains far below the Bank of Japan's 2% target. So there we have it, slowing economic growth within the Eurozone, slowing CPI for Japan and outright deflationary signs for China. The clue to them all is the soaring global debt level shown within our final chart this week. Socionomically, a rising global stock index post the 2008 financial crisis has driven a rising positive social mood, which among other factors ensures a mind set to higher lending and borrowing, albeit that it waxes and wanes to the tune of the stock index drum. The post-November 2021 topping process for global stocks has started a more conservative attitude by both lenders and borrowers alike. A final performance table for the major stock indices since the year 2000 concludes the investment markets overview. A one-month trial of this 40 times per year publication is available for less than $15, or the price of just one decent cup of coffee per week. It's an ideal opportunity to grab the bargain discount for 4 publications. We strive to turn the technical into plain-speaking observations, backed up by factual charts and context. Join us for a guide through the maze of economic and market data via the weekly 5-page overview.